Hi, good day. My name is Carlos, and once again, we are here on our deck tech with a twist. So, right now, I'm going to show you one of those decks, and it's called John the Pioneer Ramp. So, I used it in the Pioneer tournaments back then, and now I'm going to share you its deck tech and my twist approach on this one. So, like and subscribe to my channel for more content and videos, and let's start. Alright, so let me show you my mana base. So most of my lands produces two colors. So as you can see, add black or red. Let's see, green or black or green. Black or green. This one, it only produces red and a colorless. You will produce a red and you will be taking one life, pay one life. And it's a desert, so I'll discuss it later. So green, red, green, whatever. So, and I have two Arch of Asarka that allows me to draw a card on late games. And two of each of the basic lands on the red, black, green base. Because this deck is red, black, green. So swamp, forest, and mountain. So that's my mana base. And let's start. By the way, ramp decks are normally the theme of the deck is just aggressively ramping your spells up so that you can cast heavy spells that ends the game. So as you can see, most of the ramp decks, they only use 12 to 16 ramps, but for me, I just prefer 9 ramp spells. That would be enough for me. And as you can see, I choose the ramp spells that has a great functionality. So for this one, as you can see, it adds 2 mana of any color to your mana pool, but it gives you 3 life in the process when it comes into the battlefield or enters the battlefield. On this one, it provides you 2 land cards, put it in the battlefield tap, and then shuffle your library. And that zombie token, I'm not focusing on that one, so I'm just focusing to search your library up to 2 land cards. So on this one, as you can see, search your library up to 3 basic lands. So on this one, it says 3 basic lands. Compared to this one, it says 2 lands. So there's any land will do. And then it says up to 3 basic lands. Put it in the battlefield tab, then shuffle your library. You gain 7 life. So as you can see, most of my ramp spells, it's not just ramping your spells, it provides you extra bonuses. Alright, so we are right now on the defense part of my deck, because normally as I ramp out, I have to defend my deck from aggressive decks. And here's are my defense sequence accordingly. So let's just get back. So this is my early defense to prevent aggressive decks on damaging me. And this card has a great impact on late game. As you can see, the aftermath, it says cast this spell only from your graveyard, then exile it. So each opponent X loses or loses X life. So normally this is a functional one, because normally on late game, since that you have tons of mana, just sync it to the X so that the opponent will lose life. And here are my mid-range defense. And this is my if anything gets worse. So this is like a pseudo sweeper, if you will, because normally it only deals 5 damage, but there are tons of creatures in the meta game that has life total or toughness of 5 lower. And it also deals 5 damage to non-Bolas Planeswalker, which is okay, because Bolas, also known as the Thanos of the MTG lore, in terms of tournament, there's no exposure with him. I mean, he's not frequently used. Though lore-wise, he is the bad evil or something. So normally this is my defense as I set up my ramp deck. And by the way, here are now the finishers and the reason why you ramp your deck up. So these are the finishing spells. I mean, this will close the game. And normally I don't put many cards on that one, because normally it will just clog in your hand. So for me, I just put a copy of 1 to 2 so that I can it will not clog on my hands and I can use it from late games. So here are the cards. So Ulamog, the best bigs, or if not the best, is one of the sought after bigs. And Relic Seeker, for those who play MTG know their functions. And this one, I like this card because normally, as you can see, creatures with flying can't attack you or planeswalker you control. And it produces tokens. So if there are some dead turns, instead of dead turns, you're just going to produce a token. And this one, so as you can see, it's Menace. It has plenty of abilities. Not necessarily plenty, but at least two abilities, not too plenty. It has 2 abilities, and as you can see, he can close the game because if you pay the kicker cost, he'll produce 8 zombie tokens 2/2 with Menace. And since you're a ramp deck, that would be easy. And I put a plain white celebration. As you can see, you choose 4. You may choose the same mode more than one. So normally I'm just gonna choose the second one, which is return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. So normally, if this spells had unable to finish the game, I'm just gonna get it back from the graveyard. If any case, so if they'll be countered or destroyed or sacrificed, if exiled, I have nothing to do with that. So this are my finishers. On this one, there's just a quick combo. So as you can see, I mentioned earlier that I'm not into the 2/2 black zombie. So mostly I'm getting the lands on my deck. And as a bonus, I get this one, this Remnant Ruins. And earlier I mentioned that it produces red and a colorless, so apologies for that. So you can see what that land produces. And it's a good thing because as you can see, on late games, you can use the 3rd ability to finish off the game. So sacrifice a desert, Remnant Ruins deals 2 damage to each opponent. So technically it's a good finisher as well. And this is the card as well that I'm getting because as you can see, it allows you to draw cards on the late game. On this one, I just put one Arguel Bloodfast or Arguel's Bloodfast, and as you can see, you just pay 2 life, draw a card. And it's a good thing because normally drawing a card is much more of a blue specialty. However, you are able to get it on a black spell. However, there's a drawback because it's not that color's specialty, so you have to pay 2 life. And as you can see at the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 5 or less life, you may transform Arguel's Bloodfast. So what will happen is that there are times I'm going to transform this card into this one. So it says, the add black to your mana pool. However, sacrifice a creature, you gain life to the sacrificed creature's toughness. So it's a great combo in late game with this card on the right. So as you can see, at the beginning of your end step, create a 5/5 green worm creature token. So normally, at least you can delay the game or at least increase your life total when needed by sacrificing the token that it produces on late end step, I mean. So normally it's just a quick combo, so at least there is something like a mini combo inside the deck. Alright, so we are now on the sideboard. So normally, as you can see, it has been arranged accordingly. So these 5 cards are against 2 aggressive decks. If the aggressiveness is too hard to handle, and this is for control decks. If I'm gonna expect a longer game, and this is for combo decks that normally combos out in order to defeat you or destroy you or whatever. So we'll get into that on the next video. So just here are my sideboard. So just really quick, against aggro, against control, and against combo. Alright, so there you have it. This is my John the Ramp deck. So you may just put some comments on the comments below, on the comment section below. If you have some inputs or comments or suggestions or whatever, So this deck, I had been using it in the Pioneer since of its creation in 2019, and due to the pandemic, and we know the situation, so luckily I was able to maximize the usage of these cards on Pioneer. So have a great and wonderful day, and like and subscribe to my channel for more Magic the Gathering related content. So bye for now, have a great day.